Page 11, a serious event. 4/4 time. It's got one flat. Now you think F major again? Actually, no, it's in D minor. You see, for every key signature, there is a one major scale with that key signature. There's also one minor scale with that key signature. So far in this book, they've all been major scales, but this happens to be in D minor. The reason I know that, or I look at it, or how I tell, other than the key signature, because if you look at the key signature, you're thinking F major or D minor, which is it? Well, the last measure, you're here. That's basically a D minor chord. You can also play through it and you can hear the harmony, because an F major chord sounds different than a D minor chord. They sound different. The harmony sounds different. Starting with the right hand, thumb on D puts you in this position. Quarter notes to start with, it's not too bad, we can handle that, but then you have this dotted rhythm in the second, and hopefully you understand dotted rhythms. If not, I encourage you to go back to whatever method book you're using and cover dotted rhythms again. It's so important that you get these. The dot gets half the value of the note. Here, a quarter note gets one count. Therefore, the dotted quarter note, the dot, gets half a count, like an eighth note. That's tied to the quarter note together. And so the eighth note that follows that is going to come on the and of whatever it is. So it's second measure, 1 and 2 and. Because the dot comes on 2. 1 and then the dot, and then that comes 1 and 2 and 3 and. That's the dotted rhythm. That's kind of the tricky, just kind of going up and down with the different rhythms. Left hand is the same melody, but it's 2 beats later. It's cool. It's starting here. It's an octave lower than the right hand. You're here. It's the same melody, except here you're starting on beat 3. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so the two hands are playing the same melody, but they're 2 beats apart. This is cool. So when you put the hands together, you can't really think of it that much. Most people can't keep track of 2 melodies at one time. You're just trying to figure out which fingers are playing at the same time. And that's fine if that's the way you're doing it. You start out with the hands here, and then you're here. These fingers, the notes line up vertically. You can see that how they play. Just try and get these. So just focus on getting the right notes. At the same time, once you're really comfortable with the notes, and you don't have to think about which fingers are playing, then you can start seeing if you can hear the 2 different melodies. Or if somebody else is playing it, it's easier for you to hear. Or record yourself playing this and see if you can hear those 2 melodies at once. Kind of neat. Now there's no articulation given, just go ahead and connect everything. It's legato both hands all the way through, except for the rests. You got rests, you lift up for those. Dynamic wise, the F-P. F means forte or loud, P means piano or soft. If you look at the end of the second line, you see a repeat sign. That means you're going to go back and play it again. Well, having 2 dynamic levels tells you right there real quick you're going to play it at least twice anyway. So the first time you play it loud. The second time you play it soft. That's what the dynamics are. And it's both hands. Both hands are melody here, so they're both the same. So the first time, whatever loud is to you, and then when you repeat it, both hands are soft. Whatever soft is to you, and so forth. Then we get to the speed. The Allegro Moderato is sort of fast, moderately fast, not real fast, just sort of fast. It's a personal thing. What is that to you? Well, you have to be accurate, so you got to learn it first, and you gradually speed it up over time. But I think that's about. Maybe that's fast. Maybe that's too fast. Moderately fast is to slow it down a little bit. really fast somewhere? No, it's up to you. But let's play it together very slowly to double check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, I'm just going to do the notes and the rhythms, but I am going to do it twice, so we are going to repeat this. So I'll give us 4 counts and let's try it. This gives you a chance to make sure you're playing the correct notes at the right time and so forth. 1, 2, ready, go. Repeat.